So, it's me, your little boy, K. Samson. I have something special for us today. You are not moved by what they are doing. You are not bothered by the things that they are doing behind you, even in front of you. We have a lot of people who always make us feel less of ourselves. Yes, if you are a choosing, you must surely meet these categories of people in life. People who will always try to convince you. People who will always try to make you feel like you are the sources of the problem, or will make you feel like you need to do what they are doing by force, or will try to convince you to come to that point where they will try to how will I say, they'll try to convince you to be doing the stuff you are doing. But the moment you are not bothered by what they are saying, the moment you are not moved by the things that they are doing, you got to understand that many of them will become sad. Because believe me, whether we like it or not, you must surely meet some categories of people who want you to be depressed because of the certain sins, the things that they are doing. They want you to grow to that or come to that point where you start to make them feel like without them you will not progress. Without them, you will not. Let me tell you a story of mine. One thing that one of my friend, a lady, she said this to me. This one is not about she says somebody direct to me. She come to me and said, Samson, can't you don't know that if you don't do what they are doing, they will not help you to look for job. They will not help you to find job. When she said this, I look at her from head to toe. I said, that means that means the school fees your parents pay for you from kindergarten till you finish university, all of them is a waste of time. In my mind, because I did not respond to her, but that was what I was, thinking within me. I said, that means all these years of your traveling, all these years of your moving from one country to another, one state to another, that means you have not grown to that point where you realize that your help does not come from man, rather it comes from God. Within me, I said, one day you will realize that people whom you are thinking that they are your helper, people you are thinking that without them you won't excel, that one day many of them will come back to you and be relying on you. Then I leave her without giving her any word because I was told by my parents that the greatest response to a question of a fool is no response. I leave her. Why am I saying this is because there are a lot of people out there who truly want you to become bothered, who truly want you to be bothered, they want you to feel, they want you to become anxious. You are our hero, if you don't help us, we will not be able to say. They just want you to know, to come upon them. They want you to be bound down to them. They want you to believe that if they are not around you, if they are not with you, if they are not associating with you, if they are not doing something with you, if they leave you, you will not be able to prosper. But if peradventure you are not bothered, you got to understand that many of them will be depressed. Let's be real, there are some people you will meet in life as a choosing, that many of them will try by all means, either in your working place, in the school, in your shop, even in the church. There are some categories of people you will meet in the church. They will try to convince you to believe the fact that they are God themselves. There are some categories of people you will meet that if you are not careful, even in the church, many of them will start to make you feel like they are God. Many of them will start to make you feel like they are the one who God speak, as we communicate with the phone. Some of them will make you feel like, you can't you don't know that I can take call now and call God. God will respond to me through call. Believe me. But the moment they realize that you have already grown above their own ego. You have already grown above their own word, their own ignorant. You got to understand that many of them will become depressed. Why is it that all this thing we are trying, all this thing we have all our effort, it's not bothered, it's not bothered. We betrayed him, but it's not bothered. We are talking bad of him, but it's not bothered. We are speaking bad of him, but yet he hear it, it's not bothered. We gang up against him, but it's not bothered. We are many that come against him, but yet it's not bothered. All this thing we are doing, we are doing, we are doing. Why are you not bothered? Why are you not bothered? Why is it that you are not bothered? And does that mean you are strong like this? They know within them that you are powerful. They know within them that you are strong. Believe me. There's something that I used to do when I was at home. So anytime my mom asked me to go and wash plate, if we have a group of children in those days that we do used to play ball, maybe around 5 o'clock, all of us are there. So if peradventure my mom asked me, Sati, come and wash plate, I take that. So mommy. She said, I know what you want, but you must wash this plate. I'll just look around, nobody. Then the moment she enter kitchen, I don't do what, I don't dodge. I will just go and wash plate. So when I come back, I'll just be acting like I'm not okay, because I want her to be bothered so that she will forgive me. I want her to feel pity so that she will forgive me. She said, hey, you are my last born. I love you, but this one you always go to play ball, do this one. If you wash plate now, I say, mommy. My God, children. So all those stuff. That's why I always, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful and content that I have the best mom on planet Earth. They train me to the point that there was a day that I was praying. Believe me, I made a prayer. I said, God, give me the kind of woman, the kind of mother I have. Give me that woman that will treat me like the way my mom treat my dad, like the way my mom treated me. Because believe me, there are a lot of children up there who will not be bold to do it, to stand and say, God, bless me with a woman like my mom. But today, I can boldly kneel down and say, God, I need a wife like my mother. Believe me, because they give me the accurate foundation that no matter where I go, I will not be shaken. I will not put eye on someone's property. There was a day that I was making communication with them. My parents just, we are just saying, joking and all this. They said something. If they call us today and said something is missing, you are the one that steal it, and they asked us to come and swear. My parents, I was shocked. My parents said, we will. We will, because we know whom we have trained. Why am I saying this is because those days, I do used to play child, all those stuff. Then anytime that I want my mom to, I will start to play like I'm not aware and all those stuff. And she become bothered and she pamper me like a kid. So why am I saying this is because there are some categories of people around you who don't pity you. They don't pity you. You may be thinking that you are bothered. That means they are pitying you. You may be thinking that you are depressed. That means they will pity you. No, they don't pity you. You're depressed make them happy. Your disappointment make them happy. Your anxious make them happy. Your sadness make them happy. Secretly, they are content because you are not happy. But publicly, they will be pretending like they are sad as long as you are sad. Yes, believe me. There are some people today whom the moment you enter trouble, you enter difficulties, many of them will make you feel like they are feeling your pain, but deep inside them, they are rejoicing. That's why I tell you, anytime that I'm sad, my mom always make me become happy. My parents always make me. Sometimes my daddy will buy head of fish. That's why I love that head of fish. And my birthday is coming June again. I'm going to buy it. So what am I trying to say is this. There are a lot of people who are sad, who truly want you to become sad. They are sad because You are not moved by what they are doing. You are what? You are not bothered whether they like you, they don't like you, whether they support you, they don't support you. You are not bothered because we have these categories of people who are around us as a choosing, who truly want us to be bothered that if you don't support us, we will not be able to do it. If you don't support us, we will not be able to make it. We truly need you. We truly need you in our life. If you leave us, we are going to die. We are going to die. We will not be able to make it. They truly want you to be acting like this. They truly want you to believe the fact that if they are not around you, if they are not with you, if they are not associating with you, that it will be very, very hard for you to excel. Believe me, there are a lot of people who truly want you to believe that their accent will cause damages around you. There are a lot of people out there who want you to believe that if they are not associating, if they are no longer around you, if they disappear or if they leave you, you will no longer be able to make anything out of your life. There are a lot of people out there who truly want you to be bothered, who truly want to see you, bothering. We need them. We need them. We can't do this alone. We can't. But just because you are not bothering, just because of the fact that you are not caring whether they stay or they don't stay, that is why many of them are sad. Believe me, a lot of people around you may be smiling with you, but there are many people who are sad because they can see that you are not moved by what they are doing. You are not moved by what they are saying. You don't care whether they leave you. You don't care whether they decide to do what, to quit on you, whether they decide to disappoint you, whether they decide to reject you. You don't care. That is why many and majority of them up there are sad. That is why a lot of people up there are depressed. That is why a lot of people up there are humiliated because all that they are doing is not moving you. All that they are acting is not moving you. All that they put hand to do is not moving you. So they feel pain. They feel intimidated just because you are not moved or you are not bothering. You are unbothered. They are bothering because you are unbothered. That is really what frustrating many because they truly want you to believe that without them you will not be able to make it. Without them you will not be able to grow. As long as they are not around you, you must surely come back to them. This is what one of my friends told me. That was last 2 years. She come to me and said, can't you know that if these people leave you, you will not be able to make it. But believe me, when they leave, God do something. That many of them start to say, Samson, are you sure your hand is clean? Everybody is calling you for work. This one could you. Because even people who were thinking that if they live my life, I will not be able to have workers. I still be the one who will take my phone to call them. So person need work. I need you people. I need you people. Many of them, even the work that they do 9 hours, we do it 3 hours, the same amount. If peradventure now we do 9 hours a day, they pay us like 40 euro, 50 euro. We do it 3 hours, 30 minutes. They pay us the same. And many of them were like, Samson, how do you do it? How do you do this? I was asking them what God cannot do does not exist. So what am I trying to say is this? There are a lot of people out there who truly want you to believe that without them, you will not be able to excel. They just want you to make them, they just want you to grow to that point where you start to take them like God, where you start to treat them like God, where you start to act, if you ever leave me, I will not be able to live. I will not be able to excel. I need you. I need you. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. If you leave me, I will not be able to make it. They just want you to be living that life where you will believe that they are the sources of your doing. That if they leave you, you will surely do what? Go down. That without them, you will not be able to excel. But many of them are frustrated. Believe me, many of them are sad because you are not sad. Many of them are depressed because you are not moved by what they are doing. You are not bothered. That is why they are what? They are frustrated. Remain blessed.